Welcome to my channel, and let me show you another gemstone in my coloring book collection. It's a book by Christine Karron and it's Wildflower Folk. For a long time I was a huge fan of Christine Karron, but you know that I am still frightened to color portraits, and usually I was slightly hesitant to purchase books by Christine because books which I saw, they had slightly too heavy grayscale for my taste. You know that I am more a line art person, and light grayscale I do love in portraits. It's definitely very helpful for those who are not very confident in skills coloring skin of proper shading, so I do love light grayscale, but very dark, very contrast grayscale I simply don't know how to color. So I saw many colored pictures by Christine Karron. I saw beautiful line art. I saw her own works, and she was somewhere in my list of artists which I want to try to color and which I want to purchase. But lucky for me, I waited until the moment while this book was published in my favorite publishing company. And here it's from the same publisher, Blue Angel Publishing, who printed all Jasmine Beckett Griffiths books by Ravine Phelan, so quality is the highest, and I would say that I wish that all coloring books could be printed in such quality. Here we have real gemstone talent of Christine Karron, but also in great framing, printed on perfect book. So I think that I was really lucky that I waited until the moment when I was able to purchase this one. Here we have, I think at least, collection from her pictures from her other books and several new images. If you look at the back, here we can see that we have 54 pictures to color, and it's great. As usual with Blue Angel, we have this dust cover with some info about the artist and this beautiful colored image. Inner cover, it's simply cardstock, nothing special, and that's paper which I absolutely love. In Jasmine Beckett I love to work with my Prismacolor pencils, and I think that it will be my medium number one for this book also. So here we have a couple of words from Christine talking about her feelings, about her ideas behind these drawings and behind the book as a whole. And look at this beauty. That's kind of line art which I absolutely adore. So we have very helpful delicate shading on the skin, on hair. Even for beginner colorists, I think that such images will be quite easy to color. And this paper, it's so pleasant to touch. I do love that pictures, they have names. And I love everything in Christine Karron style, from beautiful faces, especially with very beautiful eyes. They are usually the focal point of the whole image thanks to the slightly darker and more black frame. So lashes usually are dark black, so you can immediately look into the eyes of the main character. The rest of the line art is done with more delicate gray lines and gray shading. If you own a big collection of Christine Karron art, yes, maybe there will be a repeated image, but I think that they are printed in less contrast, more delicate lines, so maybe you will be tempted to test this paper and pictures printed in such quality. Look at this one, they are so nice. Yes, maybe it would be also nice to use alcohol markers here, but well, you know that I'm not a big fan of when you have those reminding areas from alcohol markers on the back. With such book, I don't want to mess up even with empty left page. So I think that I will try to color mostly with colored pencils, but for some of the images I also tempted to use watercolors, because I know that at least in Ravin Filan books by the same publisher I can use watercolor easily, so definitely maybe I will use watercolors also, or maybe gouache. It also could be a very nice choice. But many of these portraits here, I think that they will work quite well even without any background or just very light shading around the main image. They don't need any complicated background, something very bright or contrast behind, because girls, they are very tender, and images, they have very nice level of details, so you are not frightened by the excessive amount of details, and in the same time they are interesting to color. Yes, usually books by Blue Angel Publishing, they are not budget, especially now when book depository doesn't exist, so you have to think about delivery. They are available on Amazon, at least mine arrived from Amazon. But when I compare price for this book and price for the ugly artificial intelligence books, where now they are 9, 11, even 15 US dollars for those ugly books, I think that for those two books you can purchase this one, this beauty. You can do good thing to support such a talented artist, and you can work on amazingly nice paper, because artificial intelligence portraits from the newly arrived artists, they are on Amazon paper, and this one is nice creamy paper. It will be perfect for portraits. I think that blending here, layering here will be quite good, and I am glad that paper, it's not white and it has this warm cream shade, so for the fairies you will be able to use a white pencil. It will be visible here, so it will be easy to do fairies wings. Also nice that we have some of the portraits which we can color during particular seasons like Halloween or spring or winter. Look at this beauty, such a beautiful flowers. Definitely for those who love to practice how to color various gemstones, and also to experiment with various colors of hair, this will be perfect book, because you can see where have to be highlights, where have to be shadows when you do curly and waved hair, and another one with wolf, where you can also see very helpful and at the same time very delicate shading on fur. Look at this melody, something very romantic, very tender, even with medieval style. Her hairs they are so beautiful, this braid. And mermaids. Now I have more mermaids in my collection to color. Look at this adorable family of elves. Maybe I will start from this one. Many romantic girls. Yes, definitely it's much better to save, to purchase this one book rather than purchasing several low quality books, where one may be cheaper, but we usually purchase several books. So much better one high quality rather than several strange books where you won't be able to use all art supplies you want because of the paper, or you will be confused by those strange AI portraits. Look at this one, so beautiful. You know that I enjoy to do dresses, that I love to color all dresses in medieval style, and I love to color jewelry and such chalices, so that's definitely portraits which I absolutely love. Another beauty. Here I would do frame, and it will be quite easy to do simple background, not something very complicated, because I don't want to distract attention from the beautiful girl here. And this winter page. So it's probably a collection of Christine Karron favorites from all her books, plus several new pictures. I am very happy that I was patient and that now I don't have duplicates and that I can color in this book. Look at this one, so beautiful. Tides of Time, such an interesting one. And Troll Girl. Book is so thick that where is the end? I'm absolutely in love with hair of the girls and with their eyes, and that's another one of my favorites. Look at all those flowers and berries, so nicely done. Wildflower Ring, such a nice elf girl. And look at this, that was my second favorite. Here we have Wizard, so I would love to see the whole book with male portraits from Christine, but at least here we have this Wizard with owl, and they look nice. Those eyes, they are absolutely alive even now in black and white. I hope that I won't mess up. Of course, I will start not from my favorites. Usually I prefer to start new books from pictures which I love, but which are not my on the top of my favorite lists. So I can test paper, I can test artist style, and after that I will move to my favorites. So amazing book. I am extremely happy that now I have it, and thanks to my patrons who asked me to do tutorials from it, so they reminded me about this book, and finally I will be able to color in it. Thank you, and this book I can highly recommend. It's a gemstone printed in highest quality with beautiful art, and again in such a way we will support human artists and we will support publishers who create very high quality books. I'm glad that Blue Angel Publishing, they didn't abandon idea of doing coloring books. They don't print them very frequently, but all of their books I absolutely love, and I love art of Christine Karron. Thank you, and I thank you that you shared my joy from this new book.